natural fermented salt that your liver would typically produce if you do the ketogenic diet, but in this case, you're just drinking it. I'm on my second one today, so it does have flavor. It doesn't taste like salt. We also have Minoplex, which is an electrolyte that you can mix in, flavored ones that you can mix in with it, but I drink it first thing in the morning and a second one mid-afternoon. But ketones, your body only knows two fuel sources, either sugar or ketones. But to get in a state of ketosis, it's very challenging for most people. It's just not sustainable. There are some people that I coach that do the ketogenic diet and that do ketones, but I personally just drink the ketones. And what I can tell you it has helped me a lot with is my cravings for sugars and carbs. So if you're someone like me that has sweet tooth and likes I had French fries today, they're gluten-free, but they're still carbs and they're still sugar. So I have a hard time with that. And so ketones have truly helped me so much with my cravings for sugars and carbs. And I just might not eat as much of it or eat it at all. So I feel like that's a lot of people today is the control, right? And the appetite. So definitely I've noticed that probably week 3. I noticed, like I said, the focus day 3. I noticed the energy day 5. I personally, if you're in this for fat loss, I wanted to be patient, let you know I didn't get the fat loss right away. It took probably a little bit over a month for me to lose 13 pounds. It was actually a bonus for me, even though I had weight to lose. I personally didn't have any of that fat loss till end of the first month. And then I have a couple people that it just took a little longer. So be patient. That's key. Each packet, I don't know if I do have packets. You guys know what it looks like. It's a powder. Hold on. It's a powder in a packet. We have caffeinated and decaf versions. Just so you know, caffeinated is equivalent to a small cup of coffee, so 90 milligrams. It's not too much, but it helps speed up the process of ketosis. And then we have a decaf one. So I typically do one in the morning before I eat or work out. If I work out, let's figure out, I'm a mom. I can't do that all day. And then I do a decaf one around 3 or 4 p.m. Each packet keeps you in ketosis anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. So if you are going to be working out, your body is going to be utilizing the ketones much faster. And there's days I've had 3 or 4. I do get asked all the time, what happens if you drink more than that? Your body just pees out what it doesn't store, right? I also get asked all the time, what if I don't have weight loss? What if I don't need to lose weight? That's okay. The product works in your body the way it should. So if you're someone that's struggling with sleep, it works for you. If you're someone that's struggling with fatigue, it works for you. If you're someone that's struggling, like can't keep your brain alert and alive, it works for you. Just stay the course. It's like anything, consistency. I also get asked all the time, what happens if you stop drinking them? Well, if you don't change your diet, or if you go back to, or just eat the same you were when you're drinking ketones, you probably, it's kind of like deodorant. You should probably keep wearing deodorant so you don't smell. It's how I feel about ketones. So it's a better fuel source. Think of it as like a 4th macronutrient in your body. Your brain is going to fire and work more optimal on ketones than not. Most everything your body is functioning off of is sugar because it's in salsa, it's in hummus, it's in bread, it's in you name it. So, yep, Carrie said. I'm going to actually see if my friends are on here and fire off any questions you guys have in the chat. I have some friends of mine that are helping me with questions. Yep, only product that help. Yeah, I have snow cone. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions while we're talking, but I'm going to see if Katrina is on. Katrina, are you there? She might not be on. Carrie's not taking over. Carrie, are you taking over for Katrina? I don't see her. I also, just so you guys know, before I had babies, I went to my doctor, asked if I could drink it while pregnant and nursing. I did. So if you have any medical questions or want to know about that, I would definitely consult with your doctor first. And then after having my second baby, after having my second baby, I actually have a before and after. I lost 60 pounds drinking this stuff in 5 months. So I didn't really have that weight loss story at the beginning because I was getting pregnant a lot. So I was gaining weight on ketones, but I didn't have the cravings most pregnant women have. And I also didn't gain a ton of weight like most pregnant did. And I had honestly phenomenal pregnancies. So I contribute a lot of that to ketones. I think I just got a text that she was here. Yeah. Thank you, Carrie, that she is on. Hey, Matt, did you see Katrina?
Hey, I'm here.
Oh,
what's up?
Yay.
I'm sorry, like coming in hot from soccer practice over here. How are you guys?
We're doing great. Living life on ketones, I see, like me.
All day, every day. You guys, this stuff is keeping me alive today. How's everybody doing?
So I'm gonna quick introduce Katrina to you guys. She's gonna take over from here and share her story. She's awesome. She's a mom of 4. She homeschools. She lives in San Diego, and she just crushes life. And ketones help with that. So I'd love to hear more of your story, Katrina. For everybody that's on, I think you resonate with a lot of, especially moms on here that might just want to know a little bit more as a mom what it's been like for you, and then also what it's done for you sharing this as well.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me on. I'm sorry I was a little bit late. My name is Katrina Necaise. Like Keisha said, I'm a mom of 4. I homeschool 3 of my kiddos, and I have a 2-year-old. So let's just say ketones keep me sane. Can I just say it? I mean, honestly, it's crazy town over here. But I'll just share a little bit, the brief version of my story. You guys, I've been drinking ketones for 4.5 years now. And before I found ketones, in a nutshell, I was a hot mess. I was tired all the time. My mood was all over the place, you guys. I had just had my 3rd baby. I was breastfeeding. And, at that time, I just felt totally depleted. I was exhausted. I found myself in the bathroom every day crying, you guys. So any other mamas, if you've ever been there, like at that breaking point, pretty much on the daily, that was me. And I was stress eating. I was not taking good care of my body, really addicted to sugar, drinking soda, all the things that I knew I shouldn't be doing. You ever have like a head decision, but then your actions just don't measure up? That's where I was at. And I was finding myself in a vicious cycle. I knew the choices I was making were not serving me to reach my goals and to be the best version of myself, but I literally didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sleeping well. I was testy and snappy with my kids. I mean, you name it, I was a hot mess. So there's the nutshell. So then I saw my friend sharing ketones on social media. I'd love to see show of hands. Did you hear of this from a friend on social media? Like somebody was bold enough, they had guts enough to be out of their comfort zone and share ketones with you. Well, I'm so thankful. And if you are on here because of a friend, just like say their name in the chat, because honestly, I'm so thankful for that friend who was bold enough to share, because I saw her sharing about not just ketones, but also the opportunity to earn ketones for free. The word free, like bold letters, that appealed to me. And we're going to talk about that in a second, because I was broke. A broke mama homeschooling. I didn't have any money in my budget for anything extra. But when I saw her share, I could hear her heart. She desperately needed these. And I could see that it was something I needed too. She was talking about energy and she had that glow. She was all happy. And here I was cranky pants. I'm like, I need this. So I, reached out to her, asked her a million questions. Where's my skeptics? I know you're here. I had a million questions. I was not going to be sold, right? But yet I was too darn curious. I had to know what this magic powder was all about. And so long story short, I got my hands on some ketones to try, a 5-day trial. And when I got started, it was like day 1 for me. I drank that first packet. I noticed my brain lit up. And I think one of the things we don't always highlight is the benefits that our brain gets from ketones. But for me, that was the key. The stress just started to melt when I had ketones present. So my brain was less stressed and I started to see my mood was better. My first week, it was like I was happy every day. I wasn't snapping at my kids. And, I felt just level and steady and calm, cool, and collected. So if you're a high energy person, you're like, I don't really need energy. Just know that's kind of me. I'm kind of a spaz actually. But when I got ketones in my body, I felt like cool, just like calm. Like I can handle stress better. Like I could just, do all my tasks with a nice, steady mood. So those are some of the benefits I'm just trying to share with you, because I don't have like a big weight loss story or a fat loss story. And I have so many friends right here on this call that you have a powerful story of like body composition change or fat loss. That wasn't my story. But I just want to highlight that, you guys, because there's a lot of people right now today that you probably know that need this benefit of better mood and just generally feeling better, feeling clearer, having more focus. Those are the things I got from ketones more than anything. So you guys, I got started and I was literally gung-ho, super excited to tell other people about this. I don't know if any other moms on this call, like you ever just sit around with your other mom friends, you're like, oh, it's so hard, I'm so tired. And you just like sing woes of life to each other. I knew a lot of other moms like that. And I'm like, oh, everyone I know needs this stuff. So the element of sharing this conversation came really naturally to me. I'm a motor mouth anyway, so I was kind of thinking, hey, I heard something about getting this stuff for free for sharing. I'm all about that. I will definitely get my stuff for free, right? So if you're a little savvy and you're like, oh yeah, I'll get it for free, we're gonna help you do that tonight. But I don't know if I stepped out of turn. Are we gonna have Shea? I would love for my friend Shea to share her story too, really quick, hot second. And then I'm gonna get into a little bit more of the business side of what this business has done and how you can get started as well. So Shea, did you already share your story?
I didn't.
I love you.
Yay.
Can I put my friend Shea on the spot tonight, you guys, because she's got an incredible story as well. And she's going to tell you guys a little bit more about the business side. And then I'm going to give you like the how to get started as well. So if you don't mind, Shea, I'd love to hear from you.
Yay. How's everybody doing? Thanks for being on our call tonight, you guys. I'm super excited to be here. My name is Shea Brandt. I'm from San Diego, you guys. I'm a mom of 3. I have 2 little girls that are 5 and 8 and an 18-year-old son. I have coached competitive cheerleading for 22 years, as well as I was a fine art coordinator at one of our huge fairs here that we have in town. So before ketones, you guys, like Katrina, I'm a mom. Like we have very kind of similar stories. I was super tired, you guys, all the time. Like our children keep us busy with sports. I coach, everything, right? So I was tired all the time. I never had enough energy. We're multitasking, going from one event to the next, right? And I like had horrible sleep. I could never sleep through the night. I personally, like I snacked all the time and I loved food. Who doesn't love food, right? It's like, it was literally like an addiction. And every night, like before I went to bed, I had to have like a snack. Like I was like the cereal snacker. I don't know about you guys, but like I used to like have to have my cereal right before I went to bed. Cause I was hungry. I was craving something. But so long story short, you guys, anyways, that was like my before ketones, you guys. A year and a half ago, I started drinking ketones, you guys. I saw somebody sharing them on social media. I immediately grabbed a 5-day pack from her. I'm like, what is this magic juice, this drink, this mom fuel that you keep sharing? I see it going through social media. And so I immediately got a 5-day trial, you guys. I was working at home at the time on my computer, and I was a day 1, a day 2. I felt my brain light up, that energy, the focus, the mental clarity. I got so much done in those 5 days on my computer. I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff is freaking like amazing. It's magic, right? So I immediately felt all those like first benefits. I was super excited. Like I felt like a whole new person, you guys. My brain lit up. So I went back, you guys, I literally jumped on ketones, drinking them for 2 months. Like I didn't miss a day. I drank them twice a day. I seriously felt like a whole new person. I started dropping weight, you guys. Again, like I have 3 kids. I still had that like extra fluffy weight. So like I was trying to lose weight, but like I didn't really change my my eating habits at first. I was just drinking ketones. I didn't go on a crazy diet. So I just drank my ketones. I felt like $1,000,000. I was so happy. So after that, you guys, my friend who had introduced this to me came back and was like, hey, I know you're loving your ketones. Would you like to get them for free? I said, heck yeah. And she's like, do you know 2 people or even 10? I said, heck yeah, I know 2 people. And I probably know more than 10 that could like needs this drink, right? So, she told me about this $1 keto club that they're having and this great deal. And so I'm like, hey, you can't start your business for $1 anywhere else, right? And it was seriously just an amazing deal on ketones that I just jumped in. And my first goal was to get my ketones for free. I hope, tell me in the chat, put a 1 if you're getting your ketones for free right now. Super excited. Yeah, we call those free tones and they taste a whole heck of a lot better. So anyways, you guys, I fast forward, keep going. I started sharing this amazing drink, you guys. I definitely got 2 people within like 2 weeks, like crazy timing. I got let go of my job during COVID of 22 years. So this couldn't even have been like better timing for me that this was introduced to me with this opportunity. Sorry, dog barking got me off track there. You guys, seriously, I started sharing this with my friends. I made a couple posts on social media. I think everybody needs to feel this way, like the energy, the focus, the fat loss. You guys, I drank ketones. I lost 28 pounds on ketones. I've tried probably every pill, shake, right? Everything out there, diet, it never worked, you guys. I drank this and I lost 28 pounds. I've maintained it ever since. I turned 40 this year. I've never felt better. So on the product side, obviously amazing. I wanted other people to feel that way, you guys. I just started sharing this and my friends would call me and say, hey, I lost 10 pounds. Hey, I lost 20 pounds. Hey, I'm down 50 pounds. I'm like, oh my gosh, like literally helping people, you guys. We're helping people help people be better in their health and as well as financially. So financially, you guys, I built my business through COVID, just sharing this simple drink on social media, texting people. If you are not a promoter yet and you're thinking about it and if you're loving ketones like I did, if you have a phone, if you have a mouth, if you have social media, which if you don't, I don't know why you don't, just by sharing this simple drink, you guys, it literally changed my life. Of 22 years, you guys, I lost my job. I had asked every couple of years for a raise and there was never a raise in the books. There's never enough money to give us a raise. So I lost my job. I more than tripled my income every single month sharing this drink. I will never go back. I quit my job. And this year, a year later, after sharing ketones, I was able to literally walk onto a car parking lot and buy a brand new Cadillac Escalade paid for by Pruvit. I drove around my car for like 8 months with no air conditioning because I was like, no, I am like determined to earn that car. So Pruvit rewards you guys for sharing this. And like, it's literally been a blessing in my life. I love helping others achieve their goals, their health goals, their financial goals. This has been like the vehicle to do it in. It's giving me my confidence back. Like seriously, I tell people it's giving me my life back. I feel so good. I feel like I found the fountain of youth, literally. So we have a great community, you guys. I love the support. They want you to win. They support you. They love you. I'm super excited. I just honestly wish I would have found this sooner. So that's kind of like, it's hard to share your story in a 3-minute nutshell, but there's part of my story.
I love it. I love your story. It is so hard too. I mean, honestly, you guys, if you're ever in this hot seat, just, it's tough to share, but I appreciate your transparency and your boldness, Shea, and your beautiful smile. You guys, don't you love Shea's story? She's amazing. Like she's contagious, right? Her energy level. I love it so much. So you guys, we're going to talk about ways to get started because I'm sure a few of you on here are like, what does this even look like? What's the how part? So I'm going to have another good friend share with us because she has rocked her results with ketones. How many of you here, just by a show of hands, I love seeing your faces. Thank you for having cameras on. Are you here to learn how to personally get results with the product. Is that anybody here? You want to know how to get results with the product? Okay, my dear friend Amy is going to share her story, and she's going to hone in on how she's gotten, is it 72 pounds of fat loss, Amy? You can come off mute. Anyway, she's freaking rocking the results, and she's going to share the how part. So Amy, if you can walk us through what your day with ketones looks like, and then tell us just a simple, how should I get started? What are the essentials? What do I need to get started and be successful with personal results? After you share, I'll go into customer or promoter. What does that look like? Okay, so Amy, I love you so much.
Okay.
Thank you for being here to save my buns when I don't
No.
have time.
Totally fine. Can you guys hear me okay?
Mhm.
Okay, good. So I just have a dear friend of mine that I actually met at Starbucks yesterday, coming to pick up some ketones right now. So I'm like, here's what, as I'm trying to get on. I am super excited. My name is Amy Knox, and I started ketones 15 months ago, you guys. And it was during a time where I had reached the age of 40. I wasn't losing any weight the way I knew how to eat well, low carb. I tried keto. I tried working out. I couldn't do anything that was working for me. So I kind of felt defeated, right? So my girlfriend, Shea, came down the hill. She's my neighbor. And she's like, oh, I see you working out on your elliptical. Would you be interested in trying ketones? These really work. And I was like, no. Keto diet, no. And then she told me I didn't have to do the keto diet, right? And so I'm like, okay, amazing. I was willing to try it. I tried it the first day, and you're more than welcome to it. I'm like, I tried it the first day, and I felt amazing. I was the same way. I had that first drink experience. I was like, oh my God, what is this? What am I doing? How is this going to work in my life? How am I going to make this, sustainable? And then my girlfriend also told me, don't drink your coffee in the morning, right? And I wanted to kill her, you guys, because I love coffee. It was the lifeblood of my life. It was the only way I knew how to stay awake, how to get through work. And I own my own company, and I do consulting, and I work with companies all over the world. So the time difference sometimes has me on the phone at like midnight or like 1 a.m. in the morning because they're in Africa and I'm out here, right? So I was constantly just pounding cups and cups of coffee. And what would happen was that first day, I didn't need the coffee anymore. And I couldn't believe it. After a love affair with coffee for 25 years, I didn't need that coffee anymore. So that was crazy to me. And then the second day, I didn't need the coffee either. I thought it was maybe a fluke, right? And so what happened was I just rolled right in. So I know you can still drink coffee. You can still drink coffee, guys, but I don't do it. I don't do what doesn't suit my body anymore because I don't need it. And I found that there's a lot of things I don't need. Okay. A lot of things, including a lot of food. I just don't need it. So anyhow, what I do is in the first 6 months, I lost 74 pounds. Okay. And that was a consistent, it wasn't like, oh my God, I dropped 20 pounds this month. Oh my God, I dropped 30 pounds. No, it was just consistently 3 to 4 pounds a week. And in 6 months, I dropped 74 pounds. I felt amazing. Okay. I felt amazing, you guys, because I come from a place, and I share this a lot, and I'm not afraid to or ashamed to. I come from a place where when I left for college at 17 years old, you guys, I was 305 pounds. I was my heaviest I've ever been in my life. And I was asked to get off of amusement park rides because I couldn't fit, because they couldn't put the bar down far enough. Okay. That was super embarrassing when you're a young kid. It was super embarrassing as a young adult. So I had managed after I graduated college to eat better, to go to the gym, to drop down to a manageable weight, which was still fluffy. Okay. But it was manageable, right? I could shop in some of the higher size stores, but on the medium size, right? So what I started doing was I started listening to my body. And that is the biggest key, I think, for ketones, you guys. Listen to your body. So if your body tells you you're not hungry, don't eat. There's no reason to eat. So what I started doing is I woke up, I drank my first drink. Okay. I was told wake and shake. So I woke up, I drank my first drink. I waited to see how long I could have my intermittent fast last. And then when I got hungry, I would eat. And to be honest with you, I was more hungry here in my head the first couple of months than I was in my body. And so I found that I didn't need to eat around 10 a.m. for a snack, and I didn't need to eat for lunch. I was eating really good, healthy, low carb options, but I didn't need to eat. So now I'm at the point where the first time I put anything in my body is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right? And so the ketones is giving my body the nutrients, and my body is getting hydrated all day. And I am fasting. So there's ketone production going in to fire for focus and clarity. Okay. And then I will have a small snack around 1 to 3, and then I will eat dinner. Okay. So for me, it's recommended that you guys have your second serving of ketones in the afternoon. Okay. I have found, and I work with some of my clients, that you can have your second ketone in the afternoon around noon, noon to 3, whatever works for you. For me, I can carry that fast now after being on this product for 15 months. I can carry that fast to a longer time. And when I get hungry is around dinner time. That's when my body actually feels hungry. So I will drink my drink right before dinner now, my second one, because that gives me the appetite suppressant and it keeps my body in ketosis. And I'm a snacker after dinner. That's when I have the hardest time saying no. So I find that my drink closer to the late afternoon is better for me. You have to gauge what's best for you. So if your body is telling you in the beginning, I'm hungry around lunch, take that second drink around lunch. If your body is getting used to the ketones and you're staying in ketosis, take that second drink a little later. Okay. And then all I do is eat low carb. I don't eat no carb. I cannot eat no carb. My kid was running around while I was doing keto with a breadstick, and I thought I was going to eat her, you guys. I thought I was going to eat her when I was just doing the keto diet. It was not cool. I was not okay with it. So serve what serves your body. Okay. And ketones will help you with the cravings for sugar. They will help you with the cravings for food. They will help you with not overeating. They will help you with sleep. They will help you with digestion. They will help you with all these wonderful things that the packets say they're going to do. They do, right? So that's really what I do on a daily basis, you guys. And like I said, I lost my weight in the first 6 months. I have kept it off for 9 months. I have gone on a month-long honeymoon to Italy and Greece, and I ate everything while I was there, but I drank 2 ketones a day and I watched what I ate. I wasn't like frivolous, but I also wasn't super strict. Okay. So ketones allows me to have a lifestyle that I can sustain. Okay. And there are some people that can sustain a strict keto lifestyle. I am not one of them. If you are not one of them and you don't want to count macros and you don't want to log every piece of food you eat, this is an easy way to start training your body for better. Okay. And so that's what I have to say about how I utilize ketones. I don't want to talk too much. I think I've gone a good amount of time.
I love you, Amy. That's amazing. You guys, did you find that helpful? I found it really helpful. I mean, here's the thing is I was a stranger to fasting before I found ketones, and I never went more than like 2 hours without eating ever. I'm a hungry girl. So if you would have told me getting started that I shouldn't eat for that long period of time, I would have struggled with that. But since I've had ketones, like in my life and in my daily routine, like Amy said, I can go longer and longer without eating. And why is that? I mean, Amy's story is so powerful, but it's cool because what she did was she listened to her body, right? And when she put the ketones in, it changed that signaling in the brain that said, I'm hungry all day long. And that stress is relieved. So now our body can make a better choice. And we're not so constantly driven by this glucose, right? Desire for more sugar. That's like the American diet in a nutshell. It's sugar, sugar everywhere, right? So with Halloween right around the corner, this is a good reminder for all of us that is not the best fuel. However, when you have ketones, it's incredible the willpower that you are going to have, just even in the presence of those tempting foods. So I love that, Amy. Thank you so much for breaking that down for us. I would say if you were going to follow a good, better, best kind of a structure for results, you guys, if you're on day 1 and you're like nervous to even get started, just break open that first packet, pour it in water, shake it up and drink it. Your body will thank you. And the rest of it is going to fall into place. If you're a couple weeks in and you're like, I'm ready to step it up, I want to see more results, make sure you're getting that second serving of ketones in the afternoon. Reason being, you guys, we want to keep our body in the state of ketosis for as much of our day as possible, because that's where we're going to have awesome focus. So we're going to have great energy, motivation, right? We're going to have great appetite control. So why not fuel your body twice a day with ketones? And that's what I would definitely recommend. You guys, I've had 4 packets today. Reason being, I woke up, I was feeling like crumbly crumb. Terrible. I don't say bad words because I'm a mom of 4, but I was not feeling good. And I was like, I'm going to get some ketones in my body and I'm going to handle this day. 2 hours later, I needed more. 2 hours later, I needed more. So you can't overdo it. You can't take too many packets. I take extra Mitoplex when I feel crummy. And that's our amazing electrolytes. If you get that kind of low in your energy level, or you're feeling like foggy, or you get a headache, that is your body signaling that you need some Mitoplex. You need some electrolytes in your life. So if you aren't doing Mitoplex, that is a must, an absolute must. I would add that to whatever you're getting started with. Now, if you are a couple months in and you're just like, I'm ready for more, my body's hungry, I really want to step up the results. You guys, we have this incredible deal right now. It's the Turkey Trot Challenge. And if you've never done a keto reboot or the 24-hour fast, you're new to fasting, grab this deal. You guys, you're saving over $50 on the Turkey Trot bundle. It's a 10-day challenge kit, keto reboot, the 60-hour fast kit, and the 24-hour fast kit. There's a schedule to follow. The date I believe we're starting is at November 4th, you guys, the 5th. Everything's laid out for you. I'm a person, I like things to be told to me, like just tell me what to do. So if you need simple and you just want a plan to follow, the Turkey Trot Challenge it's a must. So whether you've been drinking them for a little bit and you're just wanting to step it up, or you're brand new looking for a good deal, check out the Turkey Trot Challenge, you guys. How would I break that down? How would I do it? You guys, I would, like I said, start with your charge serving in the morning, and you're going to have your decaf serving in the afternoon. And that's going to be for 10 days in your 10-day challenge kit. Midway through that, you guys are going to have the 24-hour fast. Everything is in the kit that you're going to need. And it's assisted fasting, so you're not just going with no food and just water. You've got bone broth, and you've got our keto nat, and you've got Mitoplex and Signal capsules. So you're going to have everything you need to really be successful with that fast. And then you round it off with the Keto Reboot Challenge. So this is 60 hours assisted. So basically 2 days, because there's 3 sleeps in there. If anybody's intimidated by not eating for 2 days, you guys, it's doable. It's really, really doable. That's coming from a hungry girl, right? Okay. And everything's laid out for you. We've got an incredible support system. We've got a page that we can add you to so that you can have support throughout, and also education. So if you're feeling a little weak and you're not sure you can make it, you're going to have a ton of people around you to help pull you through. So that's the Turkey Trot Challenge, you guys. It's those 3 things. It's $192. So I love that deal. Earlier in the call, you guys, we talked a little bit about how to get free ketones. Just type in the chat the word free if you're interested in the free stuff. Like, what does that look like? We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about how you can get rewarded for sharing this conversation. I originally was that person who was just looking for the best deal and to get my product for free. I knew I couldn't afford to just drink them because I just didn't have the budget for any extras at that time. So here's where I'm going to share a little bit more of my story, and then we're going to wrap up the call. But you guys, when I heard about this conversation, I was actually scared to reach out to my friend because I knew she was going to tell me how much it cost, and I just didn't have any extra funds at that time. But I'm so thankful, you guys, that she shared the opportunity to not only just drink ketones, but also earn them for free for sharing. And she basically told me, look, if you just get your mom and your sister to do this with you, you can be getting yours for free. And I'm like, how does that work, right? I have never heard of another company out there that does this. I mean, tell me if you have, but I haven't. Literally, you could have 2 people, could be your neighbor and your mom. Everybody's got a mom, right? Or your best friend, your gym buddy. Think of 2 people in your life right now that you love and care about. Ask them to link arms with you and be your accountability partner in this. It's way more fun with friends, you guys. I'm just gonna say, to have somebody be a guinea pig with you, it's more fun. So when I tore up with my first packet, I texted my sister and I was like, you've got to try this stuff with me. I want to see if you feel awesome too. And it was just that simple, you guys. So a quick text message to a friend could get you that person that's going to order from your referral code. And ideally, we find you two before the end of October. Then boom, you guys, November 1st, you're going to have free product credit. And I'm just saying the free ones do taste better. Shea said it already. She took the words out of my mouth. But the free tones, you're like, this is free. I'm in ketosis for free. And I didn't have to do a strict diet or fast. I mean, that's winning all the way around, right? So you guys, I love to help people get started one way or another, but for sure, I'm going to help you get it for free. So whoever invited you to the call, get back with them, powwow with them. If you want to get the free stuff, we're going to guide you through exactly how to find your referrer code and send that link to a couple of friends. So here's the thing about me, you guys, is, and maybe some of you are thinking this too, like, I know more than two people, and I've got a little bit of a competitive spirit. I like to win. I mean, if you're here and you've got a little bit of an entrepreneurial hat and you're thinking, you know what, I think I can crush this. I'd like to tell more than two people. What does that look like? You guys are in for a treat because we still have our promo right now where you can get started as a promoter for $1. We have something called the $1 Keto Club. I think it's the coolest thing that was invented in Pruvit. Because when I got started, my membership was full price and I have no regrets. I literally had to borrow money from a family member to get started, which is humbling for sure. It gave me that much more, I guess you could say, fire to get the money back quickly and pay that person back. But you know what? I made the sacrifice because I saw the vision and the purpose behind this community. I don't know if you can feel it, but we've got a really amazing community. Look at the chat. There's so much love. Like there's so much support in our community. So maybe through COVID, like maybe you also felt a little isolated. Don't be shy. You're here for a reason. Maybe you felt a little bit like you were reaching for community again. This is the jackpot in terms of community, you guys. You're going to have a ton of support, coaching and training like you wouldn't even believe, and we can help you get to whatever your goals are. So if you're a stay-at-home mama like me and you're just wanting to make some extra money to be able to put your kids in sports or whatever, have some extra grocery money, you're going to do amazing here. If you want to replace a full-time income, that's totally possible here, you guys. Like the sky is the limit. So I'm super excited about the $1 Keto Club promo because it just makes it more doable for more people. So the promoter pack that comes with that $1 Keto Club, you guys, is 40% off. And just so I can break it down for you guys, because sometimes if you go on the website, you're like, man, sticker shock. I don't know if I can do that, right? I want to just break it down because what is in that promoter pack that you see there when you go click join as promoter is simply packets of ketones. You're going to get a variety of flavors. They're the best flavors that we have. And what you're going to do is you're just going to look for friends, people you know that want to do a trial pack. Call them your tester group or your guinea pigs, right? Call them your accountability partners, whatever you want to do. But look, I flipped out my promoter pack as trials, 5 and 10-day trials, and I actually profited on my pack. You guys, I bought full price. If you buy at this discount, you guys can profit like $500 or $600 off of the product that comes in this promoter pack. So it's a killer deal. It's a killer time to get started. And the cool thing is the more people you have just experiencing ketones on a 5-day or a 10-day, the ripple effect of that, just the experiences, how they're going to change your friends' lives. And then the conversations that are going to ensue after that of, how they want to help their friends get started. It just blows my mind how this product just speaks for itself. Anyone here who's drinking them could say that. It speaks for itself. So literally, you're just looking for people who want to experience better in their life. And that promoter pack is going to set you up for success. So that's how the $1 Keto Club works, you guys. Normally, Our promoter membership is $49, but you can get it for $1 if you sign up with that $1 Keto Club. So are there any more questions? I'd love to see if you've got a burning question, type it in the chat, and I'd love to see. Don't be shy if there's questions about getting started or what the best way is. And if not, if everybody's shy, we can wrap up the call, because I just appreciate all of you and all of your time tonight. You know, I think if I had to do it over again, like honestly, I would join again as a promoter in a heartbeat. I tell people all the time about how to get started, right? And I went from a 5-day trial straight into a promoter pack because I could see that what we had here is just pure gold. And I wanted to be the first person to tell all of my friends about it. I didn't want to be like that person that sat back and let other people hear about it from someone else. And so the really amazing thing that still just blows my mind is like, I meet people every single day where I live here in San Diego that have never heard of this conversation. They know about the diet, but they don't know that you can drink ketones and get into ketosis. And so I love that I get to be the person that pioneers the conversation in my neighborhood, in my hood, right, in my community. So, okay, I'm looking at questions. No, I didn't, Dana, I didn't give them to people. I actually think that people don't value what they don't pay for necessarily. I think sometimes they do, but rarely. And so I would put a cost associated with the product and let people, you know, experience it having a buy-in of some kind. You can discount them, you're getting a great discount. You get to choose, you know, so nobody's gonna tell you what you have to charge. But I would say 5 days for 40 is pretty common, that's pretty normal, or maybe 10 days for 75 is what we would normally charge for 5 or 10-day trials. And if you do that, you're gonna profit off of the pack. Okay, that's it for being beginning promoters. You know what? Share your heart, share your story and your experience. Do it with a big smile. People are so hungry for the positivity that our community has to offer. So just, if you can be brave, and who listens to Mel Robbins ever? It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just go, just share it. It's terrifying at first. My first live, I was terrified. But you know what I had driving behind, like the force driving me was just, who needs this so desperately? Who's crying in their bathroom right now that wants to wake up and have a good day tomorrow? Like, I could help them, right? So I guess that's my best tip, is just share boldly and look for people that are looking for you. What worked for me was having a lot of conversations. You guys, I needed to make money. That was something we needed to do in my household. And I didn't know what was possible. I just started having as many conversations as I could squeeze into my day as possible. And you guys, you don't have to have a lot of time, you know, in the little pockets of my day, 2 minutes, you know, I go to the potty. If I'm not interrupted, I'll text a couple of people, right? Or if I just made all the sandwiches and the kids are actually quiet and not demanding anything for 5 minutes, I can text a few people. So that's kind of what my day looks like. Let's see, I'm gonna look here at more questions. What doesn't work? Oh, that's a good question. What doesn't work is salesy. Like, here's my link. I don't do salesy. I think relationships are what this business is about. And I think people too often sell it short and they think, oh, it's just a sales thing. But you know what? It's just loving on people, meeting them where they're at, building relationships. That's what we do. Okay, cool. I hope that answers a lot of the questions. You guys are amazing. Thanks for sticking with us. Sorry again, like that we kind of didn't have a super solid plan for the call, but I think we had fun with it. And man, I really appreciate my lovely speakers, Amy and Shea. Keisha, thanks for opening the call tonight. And you guys, get back with the person who invited you to this call tonight. They loved you enough to tell you about this call, and we're happy that you're here. And have a little powwow about how you should get started. Okay, you guys, have an awesome night. Thanks for being on. Bye.